I was wondering what attracted you to the Hideaway role, Alicia?
Oh, well, I guess, well, truthfully, mostly because it's a big studio feature, and I haven't done a studio feature yet. This is my first one, and I've been playing I had a lot of leads in small budget films and creative films. I just did a film called The Babysitter, which is Joel Schumacher, that director, his new company. It's his first movie out of this company, and I starred in that. And then right before that, I did a movie for Showtime, that Ralph Bakshi, that really cool,
cartoons.
Yeah, he directed this. It's his first live action film, no cartoons. So,
that's fun.
And so and I starred in that. But those are like smaller ones. So this is really nice.
Is The Babysitter a thriller?
No, I'm a nice girl. It's not, but it's not like, it has like I don't know, it's more just an artsy film. It's reality and fantasy totally get confused by, my idea of the film is that it's showing how men are so ignorant. Because it shows how they...
See that one?
No, because it shows like how these little boys and these men that are still little boys feel like see this girl in this one way, but they don't, in all different ways. All these different men see this girl in these different ways, but none of them even see her the way she really is, and it ends up causing quite a problem.
Now, you've been in that movie already?
Did that. Since I met you, I did 2 TV films, and this is my 3rd feature since The Crush. Yeah, and then I'm going to do now 3 more after.
Wow.
But why did I like this one? I like this because Jeff Goldblum. I haven't worked with like good people yet. I mean, I've worked with George Siegel, who's wonderful, but I didn't really work with him one-on-one a lot. He was just in the film, and J.T. Walsh was really great.
I've seen you in a couple of other things.
And the Flashing Red, is that a good sign?
Yeah, that's good. Those 2 Aerosmith videos.
Yeah, there's another one coming out this week.
This week?
Yeah.
You gonna give me the 3rd one?
Yeah, it's
What song is that?
Crazy.
Oh, really?
And it's I'm dressed up as a man, and I kind of go on like this rampage with this girl. Like we just leave, and we, are sick of men, sick of everything.
How did you get involved with those Aerosmith videos?
The guy from Geffen Records, this big guy, John Kalodner.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's really funny and really cool. He saw me in the... Does it sound like it's stopping?
Huh?
Is it stopping?
No.
Okay. Can't let it burn.
No.
Don't burn it.
John Connor told Marty Collender, the guy who directs them, oh, you gotta see this, The Crush, you gotta see it, she'd be great for you, you gotta do a video with her. So we did. And he asked me, and I was so excited.
Maybe I lied.
They just look funny and retarded like that, I think.
Okay. Have you met the band? Big fan?
I met them at their concert. Wasn't before we shot. I mean, I wasn't before I did the video. I knew their songs, like Janie's Got It Done and Love in an Elevator, but I'm not a very big music follower. I love music, but I don't like it, follow it,
How do you think your appearance in those videos has affected your career?
Well, it's obviously created quite a huge publicity, and people... the other day these people are like, sign my shirt, and they don't even know that I'm an actress. They think I'm just a model or something, which is disturbing.
Yeah.
But that will change because I was not a model first. I said in something else is that a lot of people go and do clubs and do all this, drink and do all this stuff for fun, and I do Aerosmith videos for fun because they are totally a great experience. I had... I hurt myself a lot doing them because your adrenaline is so pumped and everything, but they were so fun to do. Everything about them.
I understand you starred in a Showtime drive-in theater remake of a B-movie about wild girls on the loose?
Uh-huh.
What's that one called?
That's The Cool and the Crazy.
Oh, yeah?
The one that Ralph Bakshi did.
Ah, okay.
And this is really cool. I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait. It's going to be so weird because it's 1950s, and I play this vulnerable girl who's married with a baby. And I'm just kind of like, I'm 19, and like, you know, my husband and I, we both, it was like my first kiss, you know, from when I was like 5 years old, holding his hand or something. We've known each other forever, and every girl's dream at that time, or in this case, is to grow up. All I wanted was to grow up, get married, have a baby, and like live in this little plastic furniture house, you know, that type of thing. And once I get there, I'm getting kind of bored, and we're getting bored, and we're realizing, you know, but I'm so faithful and so sweet, I would never think of anything or do anything. But then my best friend comes along, and she's like a total freak, and she's dating these bad boys, and she's having an affair, and she's telling me all about it, and it sounds great, and I kind of get caught up involved, but I still always stay like the good girl, and even though I do cheat on him, we end up splitting up and everything. It ends up being like I'm the only one who comes out of it level-headed and like learns something from it. Everybody else either dies or like, you know, doesn't. So she learns a lot. It's a nice movie.
My editors in New York called me up the other day and told me that you were up for 3 MTV Movie Awards.
Oh yeah.
Best newcomer, best villain, and most desirable female.
I don't like that one.
No. Best villain,
I don't think
is
best villain's cool. I'd like to get that one or the other one, but I think most desirable female is pretty pathetic. The fact that I was 15 when I was shooting it, so I'd rather people didn't see 15-year-old girls in competition with Kim Basinger. And,
yeah, right.
But what are you gonna do? It's very flattering.
One other thing, my editors, you're nominated for a Fangoria Chainsaw Award as Best Actress, and they want you to
I didn't know that.
go to the Chainsaw Awards and present an award, and so they wanted me to find out an address where they could send you an invitation.
I should yeah.
Okay. Great. Now that I got that stuff out of the way. Yep.
Where is that? In New York?
L.A., I believe. Yeah, it's quite a big deal. It's at the big convention they have every year. Have you had you read the book, The Hideaway, before?
I just got it though, so I will read it. But I heard it really didn't. I mean, it was quite different, so I didn't read it well or anything like that. It didn't seem to. It wouldn't really affect my character.
What is your role in the story? Basically,
I'm Jeff and Christine's daughter, and I'm just going through that stage where she's not angry at her parents, and she's not like a little brat or anything like that, but my little sister just died, and she was I was her idol, so to lose that adoration and that love was a big deal, because now, and we were such a close family with my parents. I thought my dad was the coolest guy in the world, and like, you know, and my mom and I always hung out together and really had a good time, and I was still very young, and I'm still a young girl. My mind is very young, but all of a sudden they're being really strange, and they're completely in denial of their pain. They've never sat me down and let me cry and say, "Oh, Samantha's gone." Nothing. We've all just been denying it. So I'm watching them, and it's hard for me. So I'm getting kind of bitter with them. Whenever they're happy and smiling, it's like, what, you know, stop, you know. And so then, so then we get in this. My dad gets in a car accident. He almost dies, or he dies and gets resuscitated. And when he comes back to life, everything seems fine again. But he starts like not letting me go anywhere, not letting me go out. And I'm really just trying to like find somewhere in my life to be, like, try and fit in. Like I've never been to a club before, and then this one night I go to a club with this girl who's kind of like a girl that I'm not really good friends with, but I'm starting to be. And she's the kind of girl that like she tells me what to do, and I kind of just do it because I'm trying to be a part of this thing. But she's nice. It's just they have different ideals. I used to go horse riding, put it that way, and or go out with my little sister, ride bikes. Now I'm like going to a club and coffee shops, right? So when I showed up in this club, it's so strange to me. It's so bizarre, but I'm trying really hard to act like I belong there and that it's normal. And then this guy comes over to me, and I just he's cute, and it's an interaction like a normal young girl. She has nothing. She's just naive and innocent and excited by him, but scared of him not scared of him because he's a killer, but scared of him because he's a man, and she has what is that? It was on the floor. Chocolate. She hasn't been with she's never talked to really had guys approach her, especially like out there like that. So then he comes after me.
So that was Visago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Visago gets like it falls in love with the idea of killing me. You know, so instead of just wanting to kill somebody, like falls in love with
Right.
it,
Mm.
and that's what makes my father go crazy.
Are you involved in many of the action and the effects
Well,
scenes?
Unfortunately, they have me tied up quite a bit, so I don't get to like kill anybody or do anything exciting like that. But
You were in the car accident.
yeah, in the car accident, I got to like jump over the car, get out and whatever. But
Uh-huh.
I'm not in the what do you call it? The river and in the battle, I'm just like, well, they're screaming, they made me tied up. Didn't want Regina to attack. She's too innocent and too.
Yeah.
She's tough, like she's angry, like upset, but it's not what she could do,
Mhm. Have you been able to have any input into your role? Do you like talk to the director at all and give him
Well,
input at all?
we haven't. This has been like one of those shoots where it hasn't taken a lot. I mean, it's taken a lot of energy, but I mean, we had one big conversation right before when I got there, because I came into it late. They'd been rehearsing for like a week, and I felt really like, because I had just finished another film the day before I flew here, so I felt like, no, I don't know what's going on, but they all made me feel so safe to talk about it. We just sat down and talked everything out, and I said what I thought about the character, and we just went into like, history so that I could validate some things in my mind, and just went from there. And I really haven't talked to him a lot about the character since. All he does is really great direction. So I haven't had to. On The Crush, it was a different story because it was like my character through the whole thing, and it was always like pumping and like having to be up and be. And I still didn't. The director and I only talked about it because it was fun to talk about it. It was exciting to get inside the girl's head and really like trip on it. And we did that like as more of a personal thing than just like talk about it.
Yeah.
But on set, it was different.
You enjoying working with Jeff Goldblum?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I eat lots of rice with him. I steal all
He
his
cooks
rice.
for her.
He cooks for me. He makes me steam rice. It's really nice. I've had a great opportunity to meet a girl that was somebody I really admired. Laura Dern was somebody I really admired as an
I just met
actress.
her.
Yeah.
Wild at Heart.
Well, I like smooth talk, and that's something that really got me into, like, discovered whatever sexuality I had. If I hadn't done that scene, smooth talk, I would have been hopeless for The Crush. I would only have been able to be evil. I would have no idea how to be alluring or anything.
Were you in Smooth Talk?
Oh, no, that's an old film. That's, that was, what was his name? There's a guy in that. But, yeah, Laura Dern was in that, and I always loved her, and, she's excellent.
So you're not a villain in The Babysitter then?
No, not at all. Nor in this one.
Yeah.
Nor in Cool and Crazy. I know. No, was not in Cool and Crazy either.
Were you happy with the final version of The Crush?
Well, as happy as I could be. I mean, it was very exciting to me just to see if, the finished thing. I still can't. I haven't seen it that many times, but I still can't see it like as a movie. I still see like, oh, there's Jennifer, and there's Amber, and there's Nick. I mean, Nick, Carrie. Never see it like, oh hell. But yeah, it was nice. I mean, it's not. When I read the script, I thought like Howard's End for some odd reason. I saw it as a love story. I really did. I never saw it like was anything bad, and that's because I was in favor of my character. I believe my character was a wonderful girl who wasn't trying to do anything wrong. She was just totally misunderstood. The way it was edited, yes, I do have a problem with it. The one thing I wish is that they had really let what really happened show out, because in the script and in the scenes, they cut out a couple scenes that really were key scenes, like the pool scene. There's a scene where we go in the pool, right after that cigarette thing where I smoke his cigar and like say, hey, whose pool is that? He says, whose pool is that? So we went down the pool, and it shows how he's the one who's like confused, because he's like attracted and like into this, and I pull away from him, and because he's like tickling me and like making me drown in the water or whatever, so I pull away from him, and I'm like, get away, leave. And
That's interesting.
yeah, and then it shows also that some of the takes, like the kiss, they took that kiss down to like 1 second. That kiss was like a way long kiss. It's supposed to have shown, I guess they decided that it would be much more commercial to sell it like she's a psycho bitch from hell and she wants to kill everybody, instead of just like a girl who got, first of all, he should never have kissed me, you know, and then of course she has a screw loose, that's the obvious, but it's much more intriguing to see the struggle between him, not just a definite, like, no. But that's the only thing. I don't want to show up this.
Would you like to do more horror or thriller roles?
Well, I wish I could do the whole movie over again. Like, do it a lot better and, you know,
Yeah.
a whole different... I would like to do it again. I love that. I love that role. That girl was really cool.
Yeah. You definitely stole the show then.
But have some popcorn.
No, is that supposed to look in
I don't know what I'm eating it. But then, yeah, but I'm gonna do this film next. I'm playing a cop, kind of. Not, so it's no more, I'm not doing any villain for a while. I'm kind of away from that and playing more interesting people. Villains are kind of boring. I mean, it's fun for a while, but I mean, you gotta, like, I don't want to do it right away again. There's a script right here for some villain thing, but I want to do a variety of things. I like to do eventually a lot of period pieces, which I know you guys aren't interested in, but I really am serious about my work, and I don't seem like it right now while I'm eating all my popcorn, but there's, what is it? Next is this thing called True Crime, and that's a, what do you call it? I'm playing it's Trimark, and I'm doing it with Kevin Dillon, and we're doing this kind of thing where he's a killer. So it's interesting because he's the killer, but he's also a cop, so I don't know. I'm trying to be a cop, so we're like solving this case together, and it's kind of Nancy Drew-ish, but then he ends up doing all this crazy stuff. So that's going to have a dark edge to it, definitely. Kind of gory in the end and yucky. And then the one after that I'm doing in France, which is just a really interesting 1950s story about like how the U.S. military go to France and they don't want them there, you know, the communists, and that's like a taunting young, like, typical American girl, the idea of a typical American girl.
So you definitely don't want to get pigeonholed by what happened with The Crush.
Sorry?
You definitely don't want to get pigeonholed by the way your character was in The Crush.
You mean like play that role over and over
Yeah.
again? No. Well, see, the public has only seen me that way because of The Crush, obviously, and because of the videos. But that's the other thing. I gotta go. Videos to me are not that way either. I mean, I think that they get the videos. The videos are like this girl who just has had enough, and she's not doing anything wrong. She never does anything bad. She's just doing cool things, you know. And she's like a cool girl. So that's why those are really fun. And those are the best. They're really fun to do, and they're just really cool the way put together. And the band's great, so it's like such a classy thing. And then, but yeah, I love to do another time play a girl like that. I liked The Crush was my favorite experience of working. I mean, because I was completely like in somebody else's head all the time. I had some nightmares and weird situations, but it was really fun. But yeah, I mean, I want to do everything, so I want to explore it all.
All right. Great. Well, thanks a lot.